back to the Richie Rich Chemist. Our past episodes explored career opportunities in research and development and the ones in industry. In today's episode, we talk about the bridge that links them both, the area of research commercialization. Given the startup culture in India, there are several career opportunities in this space. Let's learn more about it from Clavian Miranda, manager of the Government of Karnataka's Bionest Technology Incubator at Manipal. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you did a master's in physics. Can you run us through your academic journey after that?
Soon after my master's, I was interested in research. My teachers told me that there is an research assistant position at St. Joseph Engineering College in the Department of Physics. It was a DA BRNS sponsored project. I cleared the interview and got selected for the role. So it was easy for me to also pursue my PhD since I was getting the fellowship along with the project.
What was your PhD on and why did you choose this particular field?
My PhD was on the study of third order nonlinear optical properties of porphyrin derivatives. So when a laser light is incident on a material, you observe third order nonlinear optical phenomenon where you see the change in refractive index of the material. Two photon absorptions can be applied in the field of bioimaging, photodynamic therapy, and that is the cancer therapy, photolithography. I will be working with lasers from the continuous wave lasers to sophisticated femtosecond lasers. That got me excited.
What drove you to research commercialization?
I had an extensive 6 years of research full-time experience. After that, I wanted to explore what are the other career opportunities. Got in touch with one of our collaborators from Mahe. He mentioned to me that there is technology business incubator at Mahe Ecospace and there is a manager position available. Coming from a basic science background, where I had opportunity to interact with tech-savvy people about their language, I was aware of that language.
That's a very important point about knowing the language of technology, like technology readiness levels, which we otherwise as researchers would not be aware of. What is an incubator supposed to be and how does your regular day look like?
When I mention the word incubator, the first thing that comes to a person's mind is small babies in an hospital. That same concept applies here. A person or an individual comes with a small idea and is not sure whether it's scalable or whether he can make a business out of it. We cater to the early stage ideas and the early stage startups, curating their ideas, finding out whether it's a real problem to work. I would be dealing less on the technical aspects and more on the operational level, compliances, regulatory aspects, as well as networking, getting financial grants. I cater to these needs and we connect them to the experts, curate the ideas, structure their entire program. This helps them to mitigate the later stage risks.
What are the advantages and challenges in a role of this sort?
I personally deal with people from the students level to PhDs, people from industries, MSMEs, all local entrepreneurs, crazy tech-savvy people. This is the level of exposure what I am getting. The other day when we had a discussion, there was a student, he has this color blindness and the reason why he took biotechnology is to address this issue. My job on a daily scale, it's very inspiring. Challenge is what I feel is you always have to be on the top in terms of the trends in the market. It is a multitasking job. You need to manage your time. You're expected to work beyond your working hours also. But you will really enjoy this job.
What does career progression in this field look like?
You get such an extensive exposure. You can be a consultant and you can charge for the consultancy. You can be a mentor for an institute to develop their entrepreneurship or innovation policy for the development of a product in terms of regulatory and the compliances aspects as well. Various promotional positions. Now I am the program manager. So I can be a senior program manager, can be a CEO of an incubator, can be a director of an innovation center. Your value in the industrial scale is very large. They need leadership quality people who can cater from the ideation stage to the conversion of a commercial product value.
When you joined this role, you were fresh out of a PhD in physics. How did you manage to match up that requirement of the skill set?
The communication skills. You have people coming from different domains. Some people are very knowledgeable. Some people don't understand tech languages. Some people don't want to listen to all the regulatory aspects. They just need the job to be done. That is where your interpersonal skills should be very sharp. Time is money for them. You don't have to have an extensive scientific knowledge. So you can be expertise in one domain and you can direct them to the expertise in that field. The third aspect is writing. When people come here, they don't have funds. You will have to write a detailed proposal which should be convincing enough for government or the ventures to invest in your ideas. That is where you need to help them in their presentation skills as well as the proposal writing. You should leverage on both the business aspect as well as the scientific aspect. My PhD experience helped me a lot. We have workshops continuously in the pipeline. Along with enriching the incubators or the innovators, it also enriches us. It's a continuous process.
So it is learn on the job, some basic aspects of understanding the language of commercialization is required. So it is definitely a very exciting career. For a student to be successful in this career, what are the skills that they need to develop and how should they prepare themselves?
Because most of the academic research is a fundamental level research and no real societal impact. The world is moving more towards the translational research. Because of this, the government of India, the industrialists, as well as policymakers have come together and created several business incubators like this, where the end product of your research gives some add-on value to the commercial product. You need to have some extensive reading, connect to various people from other disciplines as well. Having a right problem is also very crucial. So that is where you need to sit and talk with expertise, and they will give you the actual ground level reality. Once you have a problem statement, build a team. It is not ideal to have a team with people with the same domain. So when you have such a team and you're working on that problem and giving a solution, that prepares you for the real world. I have seen people here in Manipal ecosystem itself, during their studies only, they are able to build a product and make money off it. You should have a skill set of problem solving as well as awareness of what actually is happening around you. This skill set is very much required, even though if you're not coming into the startup domain also, even when you're going to industry.
Looking at it more at the system level rather than divisions of subject, right?
Exactly.
I remember you were an NCC cadet in your college days. Has that helped you in your career journey?
Professional life as well as your PhD life is very stressful. Qualities we inculcated through NCC helped us a lot. Leadership quality, interpersonal skills, living with bare minimum, never give up attitude. There is self-belief also which comes along with the experience in the NCC.
That risk-taking attitude which is required for the entrepreneurial spirit definitely comes with such activities. If you had to go back in time and advise your younger self, now that you've got so much exposure, what would the top 3 on that list of advice be?
I'm still young and I think it's not too late for me also. But if I can go back to my college days, 3 things which I can tell to myself is extensive reading. It need not be on academic books as well. That helps you a lot in shaping your character as well as the knowledge level. The second thing, give yourself maximum exposure to all the activities. When you gain that exposure, you will identify your passion. You can even write all the civil services exams. Even though you're not prepared, just give it a go. So that exposure will help you a lot in identifying your passion. The third thing is that you want to work on something. What we do is we ask our friends, our parents, what is your opinion? Those are the wrong sets of people to approach to. Get in touch with the best professional, ask your doubts, discuss your passion with them. Only then you will understand the reality of things which you're going to explore.
It's a very important thing you said of reaching out to people. Very often, we hold back from writing to people we don't know. It's an important skill as well.
That is where we have grown up. We're scared to ask questions.
This channel is dedicated to Richard Sir. So tell me, what impressed you the most about Richard Sir?
The level of expertise, the level of knowledge, and at the same time being very humble, being grounded. If any layman goes and talks to him, they feel welcome. That is one of the best qualities a person can have. And of course, he was a very good teacher.
So thank you, Clavian. It was indeed a pleasure to talk to you and also realize how much you've grown over the years from being my first batch student to talking such wise words with us today. Research is definitely meant to solve real world problems. And that's what technology commercialization is all about. I'm sure this video has enlightened you on different career opportunities. I will come back soon with many others. Until then, stay hungry, stay informed.